Hey everyone, we're the Violet Reality, and as some of you may know, the new Prince Originals album just came out today on CD. It's been out for a couple of weeks, streaming exclusively on Tidal, and now the actual physical CD is in our hands. So we thought we would do a little bit of an unboxing for you, and while we do that, we're going to talk a little bit about some of our initial thoughts after living with the album a couple of weeks. So I know some people have already done reviews and things like that, and we put one up on the violetreality.com done by a friend of ours, but we wanted to kind of take our time and give you some kind of thoughts after really living with the album for a couple of weeks. So we decided we'd wait until the physical CD came out, and now it's here.
So, right, let's talk about the packaging of the physical CD first. So, gorgeous photo by no one but
Alan Bolio. Yep, cool photo by Alan Bolio.
You got like the graffiti, like Prince of Graffiti and all that. Then you have a little sticker. I always love it when CDs come with stickers like this.
Yeah, me too.
So you got a little sticker, and then on the back of it, nice and clean, just like the track list like that. Just nice and simple. I quite like that.
Yeah, exactly. Let's open it up and see what's inside.
All right. It's always fun to open packaging like this without ripping anything else.
So there is a deluxe version coming out on vinyl and with like a full booklet. This one has like a mini booklet. That's not coming out till July. So right now this is the version that you can buy.
Ooh.
So inside we have all the vinyls of the songs that came out. So obviously most of you probably know this, but if anyone watching doesn't know, Originals is Prince's versions of songs that he ended up giving to other artists. So on the inside, we've got the vinyls of the artists that those songs were given to. So like The Family, you may recognize this man right here, St. Paul Peterson, from our interview we did with him. We've got Maserati over here, 100 Miles an Hour from Maserati on this set. We got Sheila E. There's a few Sheila songs on here. We got The Time over here.
Yep, we got Apollonia 6 all the way over there in the corner.
Yep. So this is a very cool inner packaging kind of thing. You want to quickly pull out the disc, see what the disc looks like?
So don't think that there's anything behind this, because this is the packaging, so don't try and go rip it open when you get it yourself, because this is it, and then the CDs are in here. I haven't touched a CD in quite some time, because not a lot of people buy CDs anymore these days. I think it's the best thing to have. CD design with the Prince logo on it, the red graffiti one. It's kind of shiny. That's cool. It's like a graffiti type of effect. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just go like in the pockets here, so you can put them back in there to have everything like that. And then the other bit, ooh, we got a little surprise in here.
So the little mini booklet that we have is here.
Right, so the booklet.
Show me the front. Front. There we go.
Same photo again.
Yep.
Cool.
Let's open it up.
Then
we have, so the credits are really cool because they tell you when the song was recorded, who the engineer was, who it was later released by. So right here you can see Sex Shooter, later released by Vanity 6, Jungle Love, later released by The Time, and so on and so on. So one thing that's interesting is that all the tracks on this are from the early to mid 1980s, except for one, which is Love Thy Will Be Done, which was apparently Jay-Z insisted that song be on here, but everything else on here was recorded. I think the earliest track on here is 1981, and the latest track is 1985, apart from Love Thy Will Be Done,
which is 91.
So which is 1991.
All right, then the back of this is just a
so back we've got more of the vinyls again, and then we've got some more credits. All songs written, arranged, performed, and produced by Prince, except where indicated. All songs mixed by Nico Bolas. That's it seems like the mixes were done. They had to do mixes on these songs from what they found. So they're not on. It's sort of point of contention among fans. But these tracks on here, they're not exactly as they were found in the vault. There has been some mixing work on to get them to a sort of listenable state, I guess, because essentially they are demo versions. So that's kind of something that you have to do. Lots of people thanked on there. Some names that you're probably familiar with. Some people that we know. So our friend Dwayne is on there, if you can see that. Lots of people that we've interviewed in the past. So yeah, and thanks to the fans and the family.
Yep.
So there we have it.
Right,
so
let's put this back where it should be.
So this is the standard CD version of the Originals record. And let's talk for a couple of minutes about what our thoughts are after living with it for a couple of weeks. For me, I think it's a great release. I think it sequences really well. I think when you listen to it start to finish, it sounds really good. Like they've clearly put some thought into the sequencing of the way the tracks are done. Some things we had that have been bootlegged for years, some hadn't. But regardless, the ones that even were bootlegged before, I think are in much better quality now that we've got an official release of them. Prince's vocal version of 100 Miles an Hour by Maserati is one of my favorites. The version of You're My Love, the Kenny Rogers song that he gave to Kenny Rogers, is really, really cool. That's something that hadn't been bootlegged before and we hadn't heard, so that was brand new. I think that's really, really cool as well. Some of my other favorites would be Prince's vocal version of Gigolo's Get Lonely Too is fantastic. His vocal version of Holly Rock's super funky. The version of Wouldn't You Love to Love Me on here, we all thought it was going to be the 86 version that he offered to Michael Jackson that he gave to Taja Seville in 87. But it's not. It's a previously unheard version from, I think it's 82. Is it 82?
Let's see.
What does the booklet say? It wasn't a version that had been bootlegged before. The 86 version has been bootlegged, but in terrible quality, like really bad quality.
Wouldn't you love to love me?
This version is from 81, so it's a very different take on the song. That's a song that Prince wrote very early on. He actually wrote it in the 70s. There's loads of different versions of that song, versions that he even did, with different singers that he was going to offer it to different people over the years. But this version is very sort of rock funk version. I really, really like it. It's not as good quality as everything else on the release. Probably, maybe that was the best quality version that they found of it. But regardless, it's very, very cool to have. And then makeup, it sounds like Gary Newman. I love it. That was a cool one to hear. So yeah, I think overall it's a really, really cool release. What do you think about it? What are your favorites?
Well, I'm like the kind of person that doesn't really listen to new releases all that much unless other people play it for me, because that's just what I'm like at the moment, because his passing away is still so close, it's not real, it didn't happen all that long ago to me, so it's quite difficult. But I think that my favorite thing that I've heard of it so far for someone else playing it to me, so in this case Casey obviously, I really like the version of Love Thy Will Be Done, and I really like that they included this on this one because I love Prince's 90s stuff. I know you all know that. And I think Sex Shooter was cool to hear, and then makeup is so different from anything else that we know from him in that sort of area, which is really, really cool. So I love that. I love anything where it's Prince doing a totally different genre or a totally different style than we're used to. So I love it when stuff like that comes out. So yeah,
for sure.
Awesome, cool release.
Why don't you, people watching, lovely viewers, drop a comment and tell us what your favourite tracks on the Originals release are. What do you think of the Originals release? Is this something that you would like to see become a series? Because, as we know, there are many, 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 many more songs that Prince gave to different artists, and they could easily do multiple volumes of this set. I'm wondering if they have a vocal version of things like 777, 9311. That's something that I would like to see. And amongst many, many, many others.
And for the collectors amongst us, I'm sure there's a few of you in the comments as well, because I see you when you comment and you comment all of your cool knowledge about stuff. What would you love for them to release Prince's version of? What would you love to hear Prince's demo of? Let us know in the comments below. Like this video if you liked it, obviously. Subscribe to us. And don't forget to click that bell button so that you get a notification every time we upload a new video.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're The Violet Reality. My name is Casey Rain.
I'm Kim Camelia, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, St. Paul here. Make sure you go subscribe to The Violet Reality, the funkiest channel on YouTube.